What's up, everybody? Fred Richani, TSC, here to do a rapid recap of my favorite pay-per-view of the year, Royal Rumble 2026. The WWE show took place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, very early on the West Coast, 11 a.m. And, fiance had some things to do, so I had a chance to actually catch it in real time. And definitely a mixed bag show. Great production, as you would expect, but very all over the place. And the big news coming out of this is that Roman Reigns, for the first time since 2015, when he is as inactive as ever, is your Royal Rumble winner on the men's side, last eliminating Gunther, who earlier in the night retired AJ Styles. Got all that? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Roman Reigns literally just did an interview with Pat McAfee where he complained about how WWE Creative has not created new stars in the last 2 years, and he shouted out Nick Khan, not Triple H, Paul Levesque, for being a good leader. So he put over Nick Khan while burying the creative, and the head of creative is Paul Levesque. And then the next day, or the next 2 days, they made Roman Reigns the Royal Rumble winner. And I don't know. We heard reports about how Cody versus Roman stale. I guess they could do Roman versus Punk, which would at least politically be kind of interesting with the promos and everything else. And I feel like the behind the scenes aspect of this is way more entertaining than what's on screen. The angling of Roman Reigns trying to keep his spot. Cody Rhodes, of course, still being in the title picture and being the guy, being insanely ambitious himself. We'll see what happens, but just some quick hits before we get into the details here. Roman Reigns did win the Men's Royal Rumble. I personally wouldn't have had him win. I would have had somebody like Opa Femi win, who had a great performance, by the way. We also had Liv Morgan win the Women's Royal Rumble, which I think, from a storyline perspective, was overall better booked as far as setting things up for the future. I still didn't necessarily like the final three. Final three were Tiffany Stratton and Sol Ruca. I loved Sol Ruca being in it, but I don't know. I feel like Lash Legend should have been in there, who was just dominant in that whole match. But I'm happy for Liv Morgan. And we had Sami Zayn lose again to Drew McIntyre, and again lose another world title match. I don't think it would have killed him to win the world title. Drew McIntyre could always win it back. I know they just swapped out the title before, but this is WWE. They're pretty much bulletproof right now, and I think it was the right time for Sami to win. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I guess at some point he'll get a thank you reign, but yeah, not feeling that one as a longtime Sami Zayn fan. And we had Gunther retire AJ Styles, and AJ Styles did not quit like John Cena. He passed out in the choke, and what are you going to do? AJ Styles done with WWE. Will he be done completely with wrestling? We'll see, but longtime fan of me is definitely very sad. So let's just dive in real quick. So Liv Morgan eliminated Tiffany Stratton to win the Women's Royal Rumble match, and there was a lot going on here, so let's just pull up the notes. So Charlotte Flair entered number 1. She lasted an hour, and she was eliminated by Lash Legend. Alexa Bliss entered number 2, and she was also eliminated by Charlotte Flair. Number 3, Kiana James, she was thrown out by Raquel Rodriguez. Nia Jax entered at number 4. She was eliminated by Charlotte. Ivy Nile returned. She was eliminated by Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace also eliminated Lola Vice and Candice LeRae. Lash Legend eliminated Jordynne Grace. Becky Lynch entered number 9 and was eliminated by Natty, the former Natalia. That was kind of weird booking there. Sol Ruca came in at number 10 and lasted up to the final 3. She was eventually eliminated by Tiffany Stratton. Roxanne Perez, number 11. She was eliminated by Rhea. Maxine entered at number 12, and she was eliminated by Becky. Natty was eliminated by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan entered at number 14 and eventually won with 3 eliminations. Lash Legend dominated. She entered at number 15 and had 5 eliminations. She was eventually eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Zelina Vega entered at number 16. She was eliminated by the U.S. champion Julia. We had Raquel Rodriguez come in at 17. She looked good, got a couple eliminations, and she was eliminated by Liv Morgan. So who knows? Maybe Raquel captures the women's title from Stephanie Vicaire, and then they do Liv Morgan versus Raquel, which I would like to see. Obviously, I'd like to see Stephanie have a nice WrestleMania spot, but it just makes storyline sense there. Julia entered number 19. Oh, I'm sorry, Chelsea Green entered number 18. She was eliminated by Rhea. Julia entered number 19. She was eliminated by Lyra Valkyria. Io Sky entered. She was eventually eliminated by Lash Legend. Asuka entered, eliminated by Kairi Sane. And Rhea Ripley eliminated Raquel Rodriguez. Or actually, no, technically it was... Rhea Ripley was eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez. She did not eliminate Raquel. Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel, which was crazy. Bayley and Lyra had entered, and they were both eliminated by one of these surprises, Brie Bella. Brie Bella and Nikki Bella teamed up, but both Bellas were eliminated by Ms. Lash Legend, who was just absolutely badass. Of course, I mentioned Bayley had entered. She was eliminated as well. JC Jane, the NXT star, entered as well. She was eliminated by Sol Ruka. And JC Jane also eliminated Jordynne Grace, which to me made no sense when Jordynne Grace is going after the women's title on SmackDown against Jade Cargill. Very weird. We also had Kalani Jordan as well. Yeah, as I mentioned, Kairi Sane, Brie Bella at number 29, Tiffany Stratton at 30, but ultimately it was won by Liv Morgan. We also had, of course, the men's Royal Rumble match, and Obafemi, who still has not officially signed with a brand and storyline, had 5 eliminations. He looked great. This is ridiculous. All over the place. So Obafemi was dominant. He lasted for quite a while. Was eventually eliminated by Brock Lesnar, which made no sense. Made no sense because shortly thereafter, Brock Lesnar was eliminated by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight. Braun Breaker entered at number 2. Got beat up by a masked man. Got hit with a curb stomp. Looked like Seth Rollins. And they could have just revealed it was Seth Rollins or whoever, but no. I guess it was a taste of people's own, the Vision's own medicine and everything. The people were confused. I was confused. But Braun was immediately eliminated by Obafemi, so that took some drama out of it. But Oba did eliminate Solo Sikoa, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, a.k.a. Midcard Miro, who... This guy left AEW, not wanting to do any jobs, not wanting to do good business. He was getting paid a lot of money to do nothing. And look, more power to him if he wants to go back to WWE, but at least go back and have a better spot and more money. And that doesn't seem to be the case. And he got eliminated right away by Obafemi. Matt Cardona, eliminated by Obafemi. We had Royce Keys, Mr. Powerhouse Hobbs himself, make his debut. Lasted 10 minutes. He was eventually eliminated by Bronson Reed. Good showing, but I would have liked to have seen him in the Final 4. Dragon Lee eliminated very quickly by Bronson Reed. Rey Fenix eliminated by Brock Lesnar very quickly. The Miz lasted longer than Rey Fenix and Miro in the year 2026. Okay. So as far as some other surprises, we had L.A. Park, or La Parka, not the original La Parka, unfortunately. And yeah, he was eliminated by Austin Theory. LA Knight came back, which was cool. He eliminated Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. We had, of course, Brock Lesnar. He eliminated a few people there. And yeah, Obafemi, that was lame as hell. But he eventually got eliminated. And it was just crazy. Why have him be eliminated by Cody Rhodes and LA Knight right after he eliminates Obafemi? Why not have Oba eliminate him? Made no sense to me there. Jey Uso, of course, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Penta. Gunther was number 30. And Randy Orton was number 29. So those were some nice surprises there. Randy Orton and Penta were limited by Gunther. The final 2 were Gunther and Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns eventually got the win. And as far as any other notable surprises here... Oh yeah, El Grande Americano was in the match. And then Chad Gable Americano, El Grande Americano, the original, entered. And man, Chad Gable looks swole. He's coming back from shoulder surgery. He looks great. And... this is what they still have him doing. Mr. Iguana was in the match as well. He got eliminated by Trick Williams. Trick Williams got a huge reaction, by the way. So there were some really good showings in both Royal Rumbles, but in terms of the men's, it just didn't make any sense. Obafemi did great, and he was eliminated by Brock. Made no sense, especially when Brock was eliminated relatively quickly after that. Roman Reigns winning when... he doesn't really need to win. He doesn't really need to be in the title picture. If you want to put him in the title picture, there's other ways to do that. Seemed just kind of playing it safe. Gunther, great. Great wrestler. Great match with AJ Styles. Retired him. And was still selling afterwards. And just a true professional, man. And yeah, he's not a young guy either. He's almost 40 or around 40. But this dude's on a hell of a run. So overall, what can I say? I guess I would say a thumbs in the middle show. Women's match was pretty entertaining, a little all over the place. The men's match, I think the booking broke down after a while. The Sami Zayn Drew McIntyre match, those guys always have great matches, but it's just a shame that Sami lost again. And AJ and Gunther was probably the highlight, so we'll see what happens. Does AJ finally go to AEW? Does he do a run in New Japan Pro Wrestling again? Does he have like a quote-unquote real retirement match at the Tokyo Dome? I would love to see that personally. Maybe if he finally shows some interest in AEW, they could do All In, and he could retire All In. That'd be pretty amazing. I'd love to see AJ Styles against Will Ospreay. We'll see what happens, but folks, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Royal Rumble? Do you think it lived up to the hype? Let me know. Leave a comment below, and until next time, as always, enjoy the matches and stay safe.